Hello, all gentle folk, gentle beasts, and all creatures in between. Welcome back to Karla Cam's journey with me traversing the dark. There's a lovely red planet in the distance there. And here is the clear skies of a 5 PM Morrowind afternoon. We have got some business to do. We're going to head back to Gnisis. We're going to take the leisurely route, walk through this little pretty much ordinary path. I mean, apart from the random creatures kicking around, everything seems to be in order here. We're going to take the path back, and I'm sure there's going to be no trouble whatsoever. Everything is going to be absolutely 100%. Hey, look, a Nordwoman!
And good wishes to you,
Or a
friend.
Breton. Might you take a moment to help a lady in distress? Sinette Jeline, well, do you know what? For someone with such nice manners, why do you know the Kimono I dropped my ring and I can't seem to find it. I think it must have rolled down into this pool here, but I can't go in to get it because I'm expected at the keep shortly. You see, I'm a dancer, and I can't very well smell like muck water now, can I? Would you please get it from me? I'll be forever in your debt. Sure. Well, thank you. Okay. Let's go. Down here. A little diving exercise to help this woman out. Maybe restart. I've just noticed I'm a little bit low in health, so I'll fix that right up. And we have to make sure I put on the right rings. Mentor's ring and Instagma's ring should be on. No, it's not. Gotta be careful with that when you're switching out rings in Morrowind. Wait. There's a ring there. Nice and obvious. Expensive ring. There we go.
No good deed goes unpunished, Outlander.
Oh. Okay. Okay. She has an invisible friend. Well, do you know what? Uh-oh. They messed with the wrong mage. Now you can be lost in the pool, Sinette. Dire Vapor Blade, poison, some throwing stars, lovely bit of gold, Vapor Bolt ring, a ring that poisons on target, I'll take that. And our invisible friend Tavinu Tedran has got the Amulet of Shadows. Khameleon 80% for 60 seconds on self. I told you before about Khameleon in Morrowind. It's the ability to go invisible and affect the world around you. We've already got Ring of Surroundings. The best part is the Ring of Surroundings, Khameleon 20 to 30%. Amulet of Shadows, Khameleon 80%. Combine them both, you've got 100% Khameleon for at least 30 seconds. Boom. Not constant effect, of course, that would be way too OP. But if we combine both of these, functionally, we can run through a dungeon and not be hurt, and not be attacked. This item can be massively abused in Morrowind. Now, I'm not going to abuse it. I'm only going to use it in situations where I feel like stealth is the best option. Because you've noticed already that there's various points in Morrowind where you can kind of abuse the mechanics a little bit. A lot of the time this is quite fun. Some of the times it breaks the game, which is why just thieving from guildmates is something I'm avoiding. And like stealing in general. Karla's got some decorum to her. She's not going to join the Thieves Guild for that reason. But what I am going to do is use those bandits' money to free Madura Saran, who, if you remember in the last video, had been taken captive by these Ashlanders. I've got the money for a ransom. I'm going to pay it because I'd rather avoid some bloodshed. Hi there.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
I'll pay it. Thank you, Karla the Cam. She's free to go. Hey, Madura.
I'm waiting.
I'm sure you are. Hey, listen. You want me to save you or not? Follow me. You want attack? Okay, cool. Look at her staring at him. I want to kill you so bad. Well, Madura, do you know what? Madura, over here. Yeah, listen. Vengeance is not always the way. Karla had a really bad dream once where she killed literally all of her friends in the Mages Guild. You don't want to end up like Karla, do you? Do you? She looks like her already. In fact, they could be sisters. Right, I'm out of here. The Karla Madura sister sibling subplot has to wait. You see the daggers she was staring at that Ashlander. You want to kill them so bad, don't you, Madura? No, I'd like you to. She's like, do you want me to wait here? I could wait here and try and seek vengeance in these guys. Oh, you want me to come with you? Okay. Just don't die, Madura. The problem with escorting anyone like Madura who doesn't have epic spells like a Tamriel, which was our last escort mission, is that she can't really defend herself or will do so with hand-to-hand, and hand-to-hand combat sucks. Unless you're a werewolf, in which case it's fantastic and devastating. Take her to the outpost and we're a hero of Ald Velofi.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for getting me to the outpost. I'm glad to be back. Yes, I'm her. No thank you. I'll rest here and continue my pilgrimage when I can. So we don't learn why the Ashlanders had her, but in general, all you really need to know is that the Ashlanders do not like foreigners. In fact, you might say they hate them. And that'll come into play later.
Spare a few moments.
Did you hear that we're a hero? You're the one who rescued her, right? It's nice to see someone of courage. True. Gonna restore my magicka, and then pretty much we can just boom. We can just head back. Hey, I rescued that girl. You did a brave thing rescuing her from those Ashlanders. Does it give us a reputation point? It does. So some things, I should explain that a little bit more. Some things in Morrowind will give you a reputation point. And reputation is good. It affects people's regional disposition towards you. It also has some implications for the main quest. Essentially, if you've got a reputation of 50 and you're level 20, you can skip a large portion of the main quest. Which, if you've done the main quest before, you know is kind of the most tedious portion, where you're just kind of running around. It's good if, for a narrative point of view, it's good, but you're kind of just running around Morrowind asking people if they'll accept you as their Lord and Saviour. I'm not spoiling too much. Not too much. I am just going to Amphibia Intervention the heck out of here. Hopefully this takes me to Gnisis. It does. I do suffer from wounds. Hello there. Not much to say about Gnisis. There's one of those unique looking Redoran guards with that interesting outfit. We might come back to them. Gnisis is pretty much a frontier town, just like everything around here. If you want to join the Imperial Legion, you'll start off in Gnisis and kind of work your way up. It's an interesting little questline. And it seems our Silt Strider has decided to take a little dip in the sea. What's happening, Punibi?
Make a special trip just for you. Same low.
Take me back to Aldrun. I'm ready to go. Boom. Well, Edwina, we've got your tube and we've got a bunch of spoils to boot. So we are more than happy to continue questing. I think what I'll do is get a couple of potions in me. Make sure that I've got enough strength to continue Edwina's quest, because she is going to be sending us further afield now that she knows we're capable of finding these artifacts. Hello. Give her it. This is what I wanted. Now I can finally study these Baturks the dwarves wrote about. I'm impressed by your dedication to scholarship. Good work, Karla the Cam. Pay more attention to duties and make sure you understand our requirements. So they say that to you if you both need to do more jobs and you need your skills to be higher. To become Warlock, we need a skill to be at 60. Now our best magic skill is only 51. And we're kind of near to a level increase. So I'm not going to keep pushing for the advancement. What I'll do instead is I'll continue her questline. I was wondering if you might check up on one of my colleagues in the Dwemer Rune of Nickelfurschen. I'm not even going to try that again. Nishelfunk. Okay, the last excavation report is long overdue. You can get there by going around the mountains near Surin and heading northeast along the Foyada Nadanat, or you can start in Molagmar and head northwest towards Mount Kand. Go around Mount Kand and along the north side of the Foyada. Excavation report. One of my colleagues, Senelius Codiusus, is engaged in an official Imperial research in that ruin. He was supposed to give me an excavation report every month, but has not sent me one this month. Go there and find out what's going on. I'm trying to forget about Hulling's Hut. Same, Edwina. Same. Now this quest gives us the opportunity to head to Surin, which is not a town that we've seen so far. There's the ruin. It is close to Surin, and so I think we will begin our journey there. Hello there, Ranel. But what's the best town? Balmora. We can take the Silt Strider then to Surin. And while we're there, there are some interesting points of interest that I can point out. There's a little special NPC near Surin that we can go and visit. Hey, Ranis.
You flatter me with
Keep
your
on
attention.
keeping on now. Ah, Balmora again. Feels like home. Now, Surin is a Halalu town just like this one, so the architecture is pretty similar. It's a smaller town, and it also lies kind of on the cusp of the Ashlands. So it's really the last kind of protected Telvanni town in the region before things get a little bit dangerous. Surin. There we go, and it's morning. Nice little seaside town. The plantations and farms, some of them which we saw when we left Sedanin in the early episodes of the Let's Play, are over there. And a lovely Criffley, so we'll see if he wants to come down here and greet us. But I'm really just passing through. There ain't much in Surin to speak of. Hello there, naked man.
Under sun and sky.
Red Mountain spreads ash and blight. Sinners gather at the house. The time of the incarnate is at hand. I'm a commoner. He snapped out of that madness quite quickly. Red Mountain is the great volcano in the centre of Vardenfell Island. The crater of Red Mountain is called the Dagothar region, where Dagothar and his evil servants dwell. The Tribunal built the ghost fence around Red Mountain to imprison Dagothar and his servants, and to protect Morrowind from the blight storms that issue from Dagothar's crater. Remember how I talked about exposition, expository dialogue? He just told us about 9 different things that anyone that's not played Morrowind won't know about. Dagothar, he's the evil immortal enemy of the Tribunal Temple cult, the biggest religion in Morrowind. The temple holds Dagothar and his hosts accountable for all the evils that beset the Dunmer and Morrowind. Dagothar dwells in fiery caverns beneath Red Mountain, served by his kin called Ash Vampires and by legions of deformed monsters. The Ashlanders have a prophecy that one day a reincarnation of the legendary hero Nerevar will unite the Dunmer against the invaders and restore the ancient Dark Elven nation. But the Tribunal Temple says this is a false and profane superstition, and the Ordinators, which is like the Temple's police force, deal mercilessly with those who profess such beliefs. Do you know what? This is just a madman. This is just a madman. I'm sure that none of this is gonna be important. Goodbye. We're just going to pass through Surin. There's a couple of nice sites. They've got a general pawnbroker. They've got a smith. Some Halalu guards that we're used to seeing.
Outlander.
Okay, you don't want to kill me. That's cool. Yeah, this tough looking orc. That's glass armor she's wearing. I love when you ask her a trade. I'm a warrior. I know how to fight when necessary, but I like to look so tough that critters give up or run away when they see me. I do love that. I remember in Fallout 4, just in terms of like looking tough being like a feature of a game, in Fallout 4 there is a perk in the charisma skill tree that you can just point your gun at an enemy, and if your charisma's good enough, they will just run away from you. Or they'll join you even. Oren Manor. He's the governor of Surin. Not really interested in getting involved in local town politics. I'm just passing through on the way to this ruin. Now, yes, you say to me that ruin is the absolute opposite side of the world. But what I want to do just before I get to this ruin is showcase a little someone special. A little friend. A friend to all people, all players, and all races, who doesn't discriminate, who's the most equal opportunity tradesman in all of Morrowind, and also the wealthiest. But to get to him, let's go through this forest of danger. So yeah, this is the beginning of the Ashlands. You can see the little geysers of smoke there coming at the ground. It's getting atmospheric up in here. Over there is a Daedra ruin that I will not be dealing with because I do not feel confident enough to deal with them yet. Little dwarven ruin here. Again, I'm just going to be passing by it. I don't have to enter. It's not quest related, and to be honest, there's nothing too important, I think. Karla's enjoyed her last excavation enough that I think she'll save her time and just see what's going on at this excavation that Edwina is so interested in. Something just so odd about seeing the different architectural styles of Morrowind. These dwarven towers piercing the skies, and then those Daedra ruins over there, just so creepy and spiral-like. Oh. I might have just passed by him without knowing. Ooh, am I in the right place? I don't think I am. Not yet, anyway. Ah, I see him. Hopping along towards our destiny. See that little creature right there? He's a big mud crab, isn't he? He's a big boy. Something else you'll notice about him. He is not hostile towards us. How dry I am, how dry I am. Nobody knows how dry I am. Shay! Hi there. Let's make a deal. I got stuff, lots. Here, see? What do you think? Sheesh, I'm a mud crab. Crab, sure, a mud crab. That's me. Pretty sure I look like a mud crab, right? Must be. This is me talking, right? So, I must be a talking mud crab. And I sell stuff, right? So, I must be a talking mud crab merchant. Stands to reason, don't it? Sure, that's what I said. Did I stutter or something? Talking mud crab merchant. Read my lips. Mouth parts? Read my mouth parts? Something ain't right. But never mind. Just your once in a life's little mysteries. So, you gonna buy something? Or sit here jawing all day? He is the mud crab merchant. And folks, he's got 10,000 gold ripe for the taking. The best merchant in the game lives on a random island that you wouldn't ever find unless you just chanced by it. And we're going to sell him Soul Drinker and make our first 10k gold. And he says, thanks, please come again. And then he just repeats the same dialogue. I love it. Look at him, come out your shell. There he is. Look at him there. All that dough, all that cash. Anyway, off we go. That is one of the most interesting points of interest in Morrowind, and there are many of them, believe me. 10k gold from selling Ranis's dagger. We weren't really going to use it anyway. It can be useful to soul trap things, but to be honest, I'm pretty much good not focusing on that. What I'm going to do is just fast forward through this travel, because there's not too much to see on the way to this ruin. I will see you when I am at the ruin and we're going to see what this excavation is all about. And who knows, maybe there's some other little secrets we're going to see during our traversing of the Dwarven Ruin. See you in a bit. Alright folks, we've made it just in time to get out of this damned ash storm. Just came in out of nowhere. Okay, I'm going to pop quality restore magicka and some restore fatigue because we don't know what awaits us in this excavation. We know that Edwina is kind of similar to Rhaenys, not really too concerned about her safety considering she's sending us all the way out here as nothing more than a kind of exalted messenger. Again, Nishalafunk. That was, I've pronounced that about 7 different ways somehow. But yeah, you get a sense the Mages Guild bosses, they don't really care too much about your well-being. They care about their research, they care about their reputation. There's only one of them that really does care about the benefit of the guild, really. And we've yet to meet him. Ah, here we go. Nice little glass dagger he's got there, I can see that. Hello, Sinilus, what's up? I'm Sinilus Caduceus, and this is my daughter Pania. I'm excavating these Dwemer ruins. Oh, did Edwina send you? I'm afraid I don't have an excavation report for her. I don't exactly have an excavation report for her. Tell Edwina everything is fine. We just had a few setbacks. Our native guide, Anis Vendu, is missing. He was taking notes for our next excavation report, and he must have taken it with him when he disappeared. Somehow he must have gotten into their lower levels. Would you try and find him? Telvanni spy. I love that people still talk about that for some reason, just in case you've done this before Rhaenys, you did the quest for Rhaenys. If you talk about this born excavation business, you should talk to my father, Sinilius. Anis Vendu. I've been worried about him. Right before he left for the lower levels, he kept saying something about the test of pattern. I hope he's alright. Okay. We'll find this guide, and hopefully he's got the excavation report or something like it. Excuse me, I'm just going to explore for a little bit around here. See this kind of observatory station? The dwarves were stargazers in their time. Usually there's some special little secret stuff that's hidden up here. What's that? Dwemer cylinder. Nothing too special. I can think of at least one ruin from memory that has something hidden up in these little parts. But if it's not here, then that's fine. Dwemer Corer. Yeah, nothing else really here of interest. I do like exploring these places because there's usually some interesting loot. Dwarven items are contraband in Morrowind. Smuggling them is technically illegal, but hey, what the Emperor doesn't know won't hurt him. See, even that cog is 100 value, but it weighs 50, so it's not really worth it to lug it about with you, especially if you've got little 58 strength like Karla does. Well met again. So we got to go to the lower levels. We can rest in here just to get our fatigue back. Some bedposts. Part of the mystery of Morrowind is just exploring these old abandoned places. It really does gives you that old RPG feel of exploring something just totally alien to you. Right. Crank. The crank. Okay, that opened a door and I'm just going to accept it. I'm not going to mess with that because I feel like there might be some traps that the dwarves have set. Now, this thing up here is going to be a valuable time for me to showcase how good my Amulet of Shadows is. Combined with the Ring of Surroundings. 100% Khameleon, which means this thing is not going to see me at all. Now, he is actually a tough little character, him. But luckily with our ring and our amulet combined, we are absolutely free from having to deal with him. We can take this diamond, this raw ebony, more raw ebony, and this guy can't do nothing about it. Oh, shoot! Oh, I got too close to him. That's one problem, is getting too close to those enemies. Luckily, though, there isn't really anything he can do. Got a little bit too close to him there. Just a little bit too close to him. So that shows you the limitations of Khameleon as well. If you get so close to something that it can literally like touch you and see you, you know, they can feel your presence, so be on the lookout. From what I've seen from Morrowind's engine, and you feel free to correct me, archers are much better at spotting you than anyone else is in the game. Use up all my magicka potions, oh well. Oh, nope, I've got a spare one. So what we'll do is just beat this little guy up. Boom. And boom. Oh. Boom. Done. Yeah, these Centurions, they are pretty tough. We could walk up and kill it, but just to showcase how effective those Khameleon items can be when used in tandem. Emerald. Steel quarter keg. Trap chest, lock chest, and this will be Anna's vendor with the report. Basically saying that they've turned up little. They took out some of the spiders, but not all of them. What they've said is, and it's kind of an interesting point, they tried to take a spider back to Cyrodiil. They tried to ship it off to show it to people back there. But as soon as they left Morrowind, the Centurion spider stopped working. So that tells them that they can't leave Morrowind. They're bound to it. He's also got Hanging Gardens. This book was apparently written in Dwemer and translated to Aldmeris. Only fragments of the Aldmeris is readable, but it may be enough for a scholar of Aldmeris to translate fragments of other Dwemer books. So it's a translation guide to Dwemer books. It's something interesting. It might be something of definite interest to Edwina, who's a scholar on the Dwemer. So, yeah. We might as well take it to her. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to level up. Ah. Do you know what I might do? Should I level up just now or should I wait? Do you know what? It's permadeath, so I'm gonna just abide by it. I wanted to showcase a little something just before I leveled up, but it's okay. I'll abide by decisions that I make. It feels cheap to reload if I make a little oopsie or a little mistake like that, so I won't reload. I'll stick with my decisions. I was just going to showcase a little something about leveling up and how to do so, like, with maximum efficiency, but to be honest, I never care too much about that. It's useful, though. It will be useful for us to train our willpower up as much as we possibly can, because eventually to rank up in the guild we'll need a good willpower, but I'll save that for another episode. Hello Senilius, did you get the excavation report? I did. You found it? Deliver it to Edwina, Elbert and Aldrin. I'll continue my work here. Now that the lower levels are open, perhaps we can make more discoveries here, in honour of our deceased colleague Anis Vendu. We'll carry on our work in his honour. What do you know about this translation key? The book is written in both Dwemer and Aldmeris, Elven language. If you can find a scholar who can read Aldmeris, this might well be the translation key we've been looking for. This is a very exciting discovery. I only wish Anis Vendu could share it with us. Yeah, it seemed killing that Centurion sphere dwarven creature, he lost his life to get us this knowledge. Frankly, all this study bores me. If you insist on talking about dwarves, you should talk with my father. A man died for this, girl. How horrible. No, please don't tell me the details. Oh.
Go ahead, stranger.
I wish you were like that bandit woman that tried to kill me. Karla has been developing some odd tastes recently. Some odd tastes. We'll see where that takes us. Maybe she's just so used to being attacked right now at this point that it's just starting to get her a little bit of excitement. Who knows? All I know is I want to Almsivvy, or do you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna Almsivvy out here. Bye. Molagmar. A big stronghold in the middle of literally nowhere. It's not really the kind of place where I wanted to go to, but oh well, I can work with this. What I really want to do is just get back to Edwina and explain what's going on. I'll explore Molagmar another time. It is not the only time that we'll be visiting Molagmar. Our Mages Guild quests, funnily enough, will take us back through this place. It really is a stronghold in the middle of absolute nowhere. It's an important pilgrimage site for dark elves who belong to the temple, but you can tell why it's kind of a place that no one really wants to visit apart from that. It really is in the middle of absolute nowhere. But it does have a convenient little Silt Strider port that we'll use to get back to Edwina. Oh, don't die! Oh wow, yeah, thank God. That could have been it. There's been about 5 moments already. I'm only level 4 where I thought, yeah, this is going to be death. This is going to absolutely be death and reroll. That did happen to me before. I remember I did a little permadeath run in max difficulty before as a mage, and I was levitating through the skies, loving it, and then completely forgot I had levitation on. I press Q, which means you auto walk in the game, useful, but not useful when you go away, make yourself a little sandwich, come back and forget you'd been levitating, and your levitate spell ran out. Back to Surin with us. Lovely bit of rain, and then eventually we will make it back to Edwina. We'll go to Balmora. What I'll do next time is just mark her. I'll just mark her just to keep things nice and simple. Just passing through Balmora. We are by this point more than ready to do Caius' quests, but I feel like when I start quest chains, I really do want to finish them unless there's a natural point for us to stop, so I'll see how many of Edwina's quests I can do before I feel like we can begin the main quest in earnest. I do kind of want to get through as many of them as I can because they do have some interesting implications for the main quest. And with these amulets, we have got some really good utility items that will help us throughout the game. I mean, that Amulet of Khameleons, that Ring of Surroundings, those are going to be extremely useful for us. Edwina, your research has just been enhanced.
Friend, the day is yours.
Did you get it? Here it is. Thank you. This report will be helpful, I'm sure. What about this Hanging Gardens? This is an interesting book, Karla the Cam. It appears to be written in both Dwemer and Aldmeris. If you could find a scholar of the Dwemer who knew Aldmeris, you might be able to translate portions of the Dwemer text. This book is priceless in the right hands. So we're just going to find the person that is interested in translating Dwemer things. I want you to find some Dwemer plans or blueprints. Sinillis already sent the blueprints he found in that place to the Emperor, but the excavation report mentioned Mzullift, which is southwest of Dagon Fell. You'll need to swim or fly across parts of the Sea of Ghosts. Bring back any plans or blueprints you find. Have you found any? Did you drop them on the way back? Where are they? I don't have any. So this quest, Mzullift, which is away up here in a place called Dagon Fell. Now, if you didn't know any better, you might think, hey, I'm only a little level 4 mage. Edwina's given me these quests. They've been fine so far. This one is a little bit tricky if you aren't properly equipped. And I think I might showcase it next time, because I'm going to have to do a little bit of prep before I go to Dagon Fell. This is categorically the most dangerous landmass in all of Vardenfell. So we're going to give it a try. I think after this one, we would be good pretty much to start the main quest. That may be a decent enough stop-off point. Feel like we've ingratiated ourselves enough with the Mages Guild. We've helped out enough of the local guild leaders. We are ready to begin doing the work that Caius Casares, the Spy Master, left us. So, next episode, I'll be doing this next job for Edwina, seeing what these Dwarven ruins are all about up in this dangerous location, and then after that, I think it might be time to head back to Caius, finally. Hope you've been enjoying the Let's Play, folks. I've definitely been enjoying doing it. Leave a like in the video or comment what you'd like to see going forward. When I'm done with the Mages Guild, what other guilds would you like Karla to look at? She's already a member of the Imperial Cult, and I have plans to do a few of their quests. But where would you like her to go and explore next? And do you have any tips and tricks of your own that you'd like to share? Because though I've played Morrowind for more time than I'd care to admit, I'm still finding new things even now. It's just such a sprawling, immersive experience whenever you play the game. So, make sure to check under your bed, folks, and until next time, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!